Alrighty, baby, let's talk about it because your fave might be snatched in the grid, but blurry in real life. Today on Out of Respect for, we are diving face first into the content trap that is beauty filters and Facetune culture. I'm your host, BeBe Zahara Benet. No filter, just face. And let's be real, we've all smoothed a pore, brightened an eye, maybe even pinched a waist in the name of the algorithm. But when does enhancing become erasing? When does the beat turn into a lie? From soft glam to full blown digital deception, we're unpacking how social media's obsession with perfection is warping how we see beauty and how we see ourselves. Because, baby, if your filter has a filter, we need to talk. So get ready to peel back the blur, zoom in on the truth, and remind the girls that real skin is revolutionary. Let's get into it out of respect, of course. Out of respect for. So let's get into it. I want to ask you, Aminaz, do we think beauty filters are empowering or just another form of pressure to fit the beauty standards that are happening now? Do we feel like it's empowering or just another form of pressure to fit, beauty standards, especially when you think of these days? What's going on? What's happening?
I mean,
I think it
personally, I
depends.
don't. I Go
Oh no,
ahead. Go
go
ahead.
ahead, baby. Because
No, go
something's
ahead.
happening.
Go ahead, Corey.
Oh, I was just saying, I think it depends on how you use it and to the extent that you use it. Um, I am, not always made up, and people are always expecting me. Y'all know how we are, especially as entertainers. They expect for us to always be on. And sometimes I got to hop on this thing, baby, and say what I got to say. And I'm out here like right now looking like a bald eagle. Okay. I ain't got no brows and no lashes. Okay. And sometimes I may throw a filter on to say, hey, I'm, just a little cleanup, but I'm not changing my entire look. But I don't think every now and then a filter ain't that bad. Now, if you changing your whole look, then we probably need to talk about that. The problem that I have, and maybe we can get into it later, BB, is on a lot of these apps, there are no filters for people of color. That's my gripe.
Oh,
Where's
speak
Shaquita filter
on.
at? Where's Shaquita filter? Why Shaquita ain't got no
Yeah.
filter? Why we got lots of European filters, but Shaquita ain't got no filter, and I got a problem with that.
But Samantha has a filter.
Samantha, Elaine has a filter. Lindsay has a filter.
Elaine.
Tamika ain't got no filter. I don't know why Tamika ain't got no filter, but Elaine has a filter.
Uh,
Yeah.
what do you think, Juju?
Um, I I don't mind that filters are used. I kind of see it when people are on the internet. I kind of see it as people showcasing their art, and whether it be the things that they do or like paintings or whatever, or just pictures of themselves, because I think the whole world is kind of an orchestra. And I think everybody's an actor and they're building their own scenes and they're presenting themselves how they feel fit. So I don't mind it. I personally use I like on Instagram, I'll use the Paris filter. And I think the Paris filter like maybe like softens the skin a little bit and then it kind of warms up the lighting. So I like it. I like it like that. I think it's fine to edit things.
Well, let's go to the quiz.
That's like the queen of filters. I got a lot to say. Now,
Well, hold on, BB. Look at this picture
let's start
of you.
here. Let's start here.
Wait, Corey's gone. Okay, Corey's back.
Right there. I'm ready whenever y'all are. I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break this down for y'all, psychologically and everything. I'm gonna break it down. Okay, as
Let's
the
go
queen
to
of
the
filters,
queen.
As the queen of filters, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Well, wait. So are you actually giving yourself that title,
Oh yeah,
the queen of filter?
oh,
Okay.
absolutely,
You
absolutely.
filter your pictures, Coco?
Mama, you don't even know if my pictures are me sometimes. I don't
Yeah.
listen. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with me. I'm a very confident man in who I am. So, because a lot of times people say, "Oh, you lose filters because you're not comfortable with who you are. You don't like yourself." Well, first of all, number one, I am a drag queen.
Mm.
I'm already being a full nother character myself. That's a whole. I'm being a whole nother character. When Coco presents to you, Coco is going to present to you whatever Martin is feeling at the moment. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. If I want to go too far, I'm going to go too far. And the reason I say that is because I create this character. And nobody else gets the control telling me how that character is supposed to look, oh, what's too much, what's not enough. That's not that when you go to an art gallery and you go to see art on the wall and the artist is there, do you look at him and say, I wish you would have used blue instead of green in this photo? Uh, he's gonna be like,
No.
maybe you either like it, buy it, or you don't, keep it moving. And
Right.
that's why I don't mind doing the filters, because I feel like I created this character. And if I want to go, one day I wake up, maybe smoked a lot of weed, and I want this character to look whimsical and out of their mind and put a third eye in my head, I'm going to do it. Because I feel like at some point it's empowering. It is empowering. Because as long as I control this character, Coco Montrese, which a lot of people forget, they go, oh, it should be natural, it should be this. Bitch, I'm a man in full beat. I got a ton of shit on my face already, fake boobs on my chest. I'm completely making a complete different character anyway. So why not do whatever I want to do with that character?
Well, but there's something to be said, Coco. Like, just a question, because since you're the queen of filters,
Yeah.
there's something to be said that when you start using that, like, I understand expressing yourself online through, whatever picture you want to paint, right?
Mhm.
But then when people, like, not maybe you, but like when promoters are taking that art that you have presented online, just maybe you're having fun or however you want to like express yourself that time, and they're putting it on promo pictures,
Okay.
or like, or they're using that to promote a show, or promoting what people are coming to see. So there's all this heightened expectation
Mhm.
of what Coco would look like when you see Coco, in Geesh, right?
Okay.
And that's not the same. It's
Okay.
not. It's not
So
the same when you see Coco in Geesh, and Coco is not giving what Coco is supposed to be giving. Granted, they've used that picture,
okay.
that well filtered picture, for promo. What do you have to?
Um,
What do you have to say about that?
You advertise Tyra Banks when you advertise album covers of certain celebrities, and then you go to their concert. Nobody's questioning that album cover where her waist was snatched to a 22, and you get to the concert and Mary J. Blige is a size 34 waist. Y'all, the standards that I put on drag queens are worse. I think it's the internet. Here's the deal, because we come from a time when there was no social media and there was no internet. Now people are emboldened and think that you're a Barbie doll and they need to control your art and how you look and what you show up as. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. They've been selling fantasies since the beginning of time. And now that the artists are still selling fantasies, but y'all want the drag queens, oh, you better look exactly like that picture that they put on the promo. But you didn't say that to Nicki Minaj. You didn't say that to Cardi B on that album cover when her waist was cinched and her booty was actually sitting up here instead of down here by her knees. Yo, the fuck? No, absolutely not. Whatever I send into you to promote it, you promote it. Because that's what's going to sell your tickets. They're going to have a few drinks. I'm going to come out on stage, and to them, I'm going to look exactly like that. If you're doing your job right. If you're pouring the drinks correctly, you're supposed to be a team. Let's work as a team. You pour the drinks correctly. You make your money. I make my money because they drunk and think that it is me that was on the picture, and we call it a night, baby.
What?
Don't switch the game up now, mama. Don't switch the game up now. Like Alyssa said, don't switch the game up now, mama. They've been doing this since the beginning. You want to pull up the record, the different record album covers, and then go to the clips from the concert? We can do it.
Mary J. Blige over here catching strays. Honey.
And I think what's happening with us as queens, and I don't know if it's purposely, we fall into this thing and forget that we are the ones presenting the art.
Mm-hmm.
I love great artists like Prince. I love great artists like Madonna. I love great artists like Beyonce. No, you ain't going to tell me what to give you. I'm going to give you what I'm going to give you, and you're going to love it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, baby, keep it moving.
I think I personally, I think it's to everybody's. I mean, as an artist, you do what you need to do or what you like to do. I think that's just every artist decides what that is for them, right? I think for me, when it comes to filters, I like a little, I like a little some, but I personally don't like seeing myself to the point where when you see me, I like a little smoothness, but I don't like to go to.
This is skin, This is
I don't like to go to the extent, but that's again my own taste of how I like to present myself.
The key word was what you like.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say.
We forget that. As artists, we forget it's always going to be what we like. Not what they want us to look like. What we like. And if you like it, if they a fan, they either love it or they keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Juju, and you feel the same way as well too, right? When it comes to like your promo pics.
Well, my promo pics are, I mean, they're obviously retouched. They're all like, they're all super professional, well lit photos, and we take so many photos and we sift through and then we find the perfect one. It's that's why for me, like when it comes to like filters and stuff, we're already curating what we're putting out into the world. And instead of taking 900 photos to sift through and find 3 that you love, why not just build it? Why not just make it? Like, and I agree with Coco, and I respect the fact that you do what you do with your photos because that's what makes you happy and that's how you want to present yourself. I actually really enjoy the lore in your filtered photos because fans sit there and you make them think. Because for a while I was like, does she know that her photos are filtered?
Oh, baby, I'm not delusional at all.
I know. But the funniest thing is there's a progression and you put it out there and I'm like, okay, so like she's
doing this
absolutely trolling us and we're falling for it. And it's so good.
But you know why I started doing that though too, Juju? Because my social media is monetized.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, when people can find something about you that they don't like,
they'll talk.
That photo gets more likes. They will share it because what it does is it takes the light off the fact that they're so insecure and don't like themselves.
Yeah.
That they want to highlight what they think is wrong with me. So you're right. I have trolled them because I've made a lot of money off of them taking my filter posts and reposting them. And then they share them with their friends. And then they tag their friends in them. And then the friends have something to say. And they don't know all the while I'm sitting back paying my mortgages on my lovely homes across the country. All because they think they're laughing at me. But what they really don't understand is the joke is on them. I have filtered those pictures out. I have changed all kinds of stuff on those pictures. Why? Because I don't.
I want to see the befores. I want to see the befores.
Yeah, but it would be great to put the befores.
I'm gonna send you.
We'll take the befores. Okay. But I just feel. Don't you guys feel like it puts
together? And I've seen the befores.
But don't you guys feel like it puts a lot of pressure when it comes to beauty standards now? Because it's like when people get to see, I understand like we do it, for the allure of it, or if we want, however we want to present ourselves. But like, don't you feel like there are certain people who are not as comfortable with who they are and how they look, and then they get to see
Sure.
all these things on social media, all this like presentation of perfection of what beauty
Sure.
is, and now feel like now they have to meet up to whatever those standards are, and not necessarily understanding that also some of that is just an illusion, on social media. I feel like there is just like, I don't even want to say it's a pandemic, but I just feel like it's a big thing now,
Well, guess what, baby? Guess what?
Mhm.
That's their responsibility, baby.
That sounds
Right.
like a
Is
you
it?
problem.
It
It
is.
sounds like a you
Oh
problem
yes,
because
yes.
So you don't
It's
think we have a responsibility?
Not at all.
no, no, it's
No.
no.
called
As an artist,
self-esteem.
no.
It's called
Mm-mm.
self-esteem. Like you got to do
Thank
that
you,
yourself.
Corey.
And no, most of the time, the people that are the loudest in the comments that are the ones that make all that points out the imperfections, or the ones that love
I
to
love
try to make us the butt of the jokes, are the ones that's running about in products, running to get on the table, running to try. Like
Yep.
they're the same people, so their insecurities are really loud. And it's not even just about cosmetics. When you see people going through with their marriages, celebrity marriages, or anything, that's why you gotta, like you said, you gotta be whoever it is that you want to be, baby, because you're gonna stress yourself out trying to appease the masses that will never ever be
be
able to
happy.
do. Yeah, they'll never be
Never be
happy. When
satisfied.
I was 300 pounds, I was 310 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
and people was like, back then they treated me completely different. Then I
Mm-hmm.
had weight loss surgery, I lost a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of weight, and then it was like, oh well, now you too small. Then it was
Mm.
about how I lost the weight. Well, you didn't do it naturally. You had weight loss surgery. Then I had all of the hanging loose skin. Now I don't want to walk around tucking my stomach in my pants, so I go get a tummy tuck. Oh, now you got plastic. And it was like, am I doing this for y'all, or am I doing this for me?
Right.
Because if I do it for you all, I'm gonna keep changing back, and before you know it, I'm gonna be unrecognizable.
It's true.
So
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Something I teach in my school to the kids, especially when I'm teaching them about performance and performing. Beauty is the first 3 seconds. They see you, okay. You still got 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in the song. I need you to be talented. To me, that's more important to me than the filter picture that they got out front, and then they see me on the stage. They're not going to remember any of that if I'm doing my job correctly.
Coco,
So
the beauty will get you there, but it's the gift and the talent that'll sustain you. The beauty will
exactly.
get you there.
Mhm.
And that's why I
Mhm.
think the filters and all of the stuff comes into play, because that's how a lot of these people get in the door. But if they don't have the talent for whatever it is that they're trying to do, that it's going to be short lived. So,
Mhm.
yeah, but as a responsibility, BB, absolutely not, especially not for no adults. You grown. You better learn how to think for yourself. Fix your own nose.
Exactly. And it's so funny because sometimes I'll be honest with y'all. When I'm trolling them, sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I got time today. I got time today. We're going to do this. So somebody will say something really nasty. Before I re-comment and go back to their comment, I just go and I scroll down. I pick their profile. I go through their profile and I pick a lovely old picture.
Yes.
I take that
Yes.
picture, and then everybody gets, oh, Coco, you're being too much. You're being this and that. The responsibility. Here's the thing: people can dish it, but they can't take it.
And
And
you
when you
don't
point out
get.
their imperfections and their what they see, then they have a complete. Now you're the villain. Now you
You
become the
don't get
villain.
to you don't get to dictate how I respond to the disrespect. I don't have to
Exactly.
censor and filter when I feel like I'm disrespected. And I understand it, because a lot of people keep saying, celebrities and entertainers, you guys have a certain responsibility and people are supposed to hold you to a higher standard. Well, they don't. They don't hold us to that standard until they want us to be responsible for something. Now,
Right.
when we react, we can't be human. We can't be
Right.
human when we react. We
If
can
I tell
only,
you to go play out in traffic now, I'm the bad guy. But you came over here to play in the traffic on my page. So I told you to go play in traffic. Now I'm not, oh, all of a sudden now I told you to kill yourself. No, no, baby. That's not how that's gonna work. That passive aggressive. We come from a time when there was no internet.
yeah.
Let's be real. We all this age group here,
Well,
you BB don't baby.
I started to put my head down.
Coming from that time, we don't we don't really have, and I'm being honest. Of course, we all have our insecurities and our stuff like that, but we don't have the levels of insecurity that kids who grew up and all they know is that the internet existed. They didn't know that phones were in the house and that you pick up the phone on the wall and you talk, and then the person
And
else
TV went off.
and listen to your conversation. They don't know anything about all of that. So to them, this is the gospel. This is the real thing.
Mhm.
They're asking you to be natural while they're not. You know what I mean? I'm a character. It's maybe a little bit different for Corey. I understood what you were saying earlier because yes, you are you to the public all day long, whatever. I know I've made a character that's Coco Montrese, and at some points in my life, I just say, you know what? I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm not gonna fall subject to people deciding for me what I should look like or how I should present myself. Then the character's not mine anymore. I love Juju B. I've always loved Juju B. We pick at Juju B about her pedestrian drag. However,
Oh.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep it real. Hey, number one, don't be mad at Juju B because Juju B. Juju can actually. I'm just being devil's advocate and keeping it real. Juju B. So you mad at
Pearls.
Juju B
Let me
because
clutch them. Let me put my pearls on.
you mad at Juju B because she can buy her clothes right, and fit them.
Actually,
Is
I
that
agree.
what it
I
really
agree.
is? You know what I mean?
I
Is that
agree.
what the real problem with Juju is? It's not about her drag because actually she looks very good in what she presents. It may not be what you present in that clown car where
Right.
you gotta have things coming off of you and every, no offense, BB. The things trying
Oh,
to
sweetheart,
off your,
baby girl.
your-
Oh,
Which is
don't
too
do it,
no, but what I'm
sweetheart, sweetie,
what I'm saying is no, B.
sweetie.
But what I'm saying is, we have to be very careful.
I mean, a girl.
we
need to rename Coco Machine Gun Coco.
Okay, girl, you want to name her machine, honey?
We should be.
You want to name her machine?
With
Coco, you don't want me to make your casket ready, sweetie. Okay.
we should be very careful.
No,
with
she's right.
the stuff that we put out there to about other people, because at the end of the day, we're really telling the true story about ourselves.
Yeah.
You
But
mad?
you know
'cause
what,
you
Coco?
do that.
I'm gonna say this, and it when I did Las Vegas with Monique, and we were there for 9 months. I remember when we did Pride Weekend, and I was able to meet all of you guys, and I was there for the photo shoot, and all I could think was, man, what I would give to be able to put on one of these outfits and go. Like, it was such an inspiration, and I don't remember which one of y'all let me wear y'all outfit, but baby, I went on that stage and I was twirling my ass off. But it was such an inspiration to see them get ready, see y'all get ready and all of the hair, and because everything is so grandiose and larger than life. And I'm like, that's me. Like, they are me and I am they. So I also understand. So when I see that now, when I go on stage, most people are looking at it as a comedy show. But when I go, every walkway is a runway and every stage is the Oscars for me. I don't dress like the regular comedians. I got on 6-inch stilettos. I got on the gown. I'm putting on, like, for me. So is that considered, a filter is my stage person, somebody completely different than this right here? I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so.
And you know what? That weekend for me was such a surreal moment because I got to meet you, and I was with working with someone who's unapologetically themselves. And that, my utmost respect for Monique for that. And she gets a lot of flack about it. But for me, I see myself in her because I feel like she speaks to the fact of, yes, speak your mind. Don't hold that stuff in. Speak who you are. Do what you want to do with your art. And she does what she wants to do with her art. And I love that. So filters, people that complain about filters, honestly, actually probably need them.
They ain't found theirs yet, Coco. I had to go find Elaine, and Elaine was that was as close as I get. But they keep trying to make my lips bigger than they already are, baby. I don't need no help with these lips, okay?
Yeah, we need a Shakita filter.
We need a Tanya and a Tamika. Like, where's Angie now?
A LaQuandria filter. We need a
Yeah,
LaQuandria.
oh baby. Okay. With the lashes. Yes.
We do. We do.
On what?
The question you just asked us, BB, what is
Well,
this
I
all
already shared. I
about?
think I already. I know. I already shared my thoughts.
She disagrees. She disagrees with us. That's
No,
Yes.
I don't disagree. I do not disagree. I said like what I said. I said as artists, we have the right to present ourselves however we want to present ourselves. But that's I said that already. I said for me personally, when it comes to the over filtering, that's not my aesthetic. Like it's not my thing, right? Like I like to be touched up a little and have because I'm still at the end of the day, I'm still in. I can say we, but maybe I can speak more for myself. I'm still in the industry of selling illusion. I still am. Now, so how far that illusion is, that depends on each person.
Right.
But I still know I still have to sell illusion and fantasy kind of thing. And that's what people want. So I do understand when, it is like, okay, we need to touch up a little here and touch. Now, how far you go with it, that's on you. But I'm not saying, but we have the right to decide how we want to present ourselves. That is not, but the whole idea of having responsibility or taking some responsibility of what we show online, I go back and forth with that because I feel like with our platform comes some sort of responsibility as well. I don't think it's a pressure that should be put on us, but I think we have some responsibilities because we're privileged enough to have that platform where people get to see us and hear us and are inspired by what we do present and what our work is all about.
Let me ask you a question, BB. Do you feel that because of that, and I understand you feel like we have an obligation to a certain extent. Do you feel like sometimes the fans think that they have this privilege of thinking that they control who we are, and they feel like
100%. Because I've had people talk about me even presenting myself in a global way. Because I'm not always dressed in what they think typically I should be dressed in, or because I use culture in my art, whatever. Oh, she's always, they say jungle kitty. I've heard many comments like, oh, she's a girl. If we see one more leopard print or animal print, like they go, but they have their opinions of what that is, of how they want each one of us to present ourselves. But listen, I don't pay no mind to that. You know what I mean?
She's always in leopard print, and they will be getting more leopard print.
Right.
Listen, they are gonna be getting a good old meow meow, honey. I'm a meow.
Maybe you have
Even like when they talk about jujube, like
being pedestrian.
girl, come on.
Do you know what? Do you know what though?
The fit be right, and she looks good.
Thank you.
That's
My
okay.
aesthetic is news lady. That's literally my aesthetic. I want to look like I'm reporting the news. And what I think is so special about that for me is that I don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a meet and greet look. Like my performance costumes are obviously costumes that are custom and made for me. But like when I go to a meet and greet, baby, I look like I'm reporting the weather. And it's okay.
And it's sickening.
It is okay.
Like,
it is
like
okay.
girls like you, Jinx. What's my favorite girl from season 1? Tammy Brown. It's got to be so exciting to literally go, okay, we got a red carpet coming up, and feel just so comfortable and say, you know what? I love that my old glamour look. I can just go to the thrift store and I can pick out one of the most sickening outfits I can find. That's more exciting to me than going, oh God, I got a red carpet coming out. I got to go sit with a designer. Got to go get this made. Got to make sure it looks like this. No, don't take the fun out of drag. Drag is fun. Right. That's fun. Going to be able to do that. That's fun. I love that.
Well,
I love BeBe's aesthetic too, because BeBe's aesthetic, let me tell you something. She's a princess. Baby, she's a queen. She's always going to look like a queen. I expect that from her. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to tell her how to be the queen. She's the queen.
But do you think that? So do you think when you don't see that from me, then is that a problem?
No, because then you could.
But you know what I'm saying, right, Corey? You see where I went there with that, right?
Yeah.
Because
what happens is people, like you said, what happens is they expect for you to be on all the time. Mm-hmm. They expect for you, and they won't separate the two. A lot of times, it's like, oh, you outside, just bare, like you just Clark Kent. But that's the same thing with me. If I'm outside, and I am just somewhere sitting and enjoying a little cocktail or something, it's like, you're okay? Do I
Mhm.
have to be funny all the time? I
No.
don't even want to talk to people half the time.
Hmm.
Like, allow me to be comfortable in whatever space it is that I'm in and appreciate when I give you the oohs and the ahs. But
Hmm.
also understand every time you walk into your house, you're not putting on the makeup and the hair. Sometimes you got your little, your husband's boxes on, and like you are, like they don't respect that part about it. Is what I think. I think that they don't respect the
But
time and the effort that you guys put into all that you give. And then when you come outside on a regular, you know,
I think it's
on a regular Tuesday,
but I think it's our job to demand that respect. If
yes,
I decide to
I
change up
agree.
my aesthetic, if I decide to change up my aesthetic and show up on the red carpet, I can't show up there insecure and unsure of myself. If I'm changing my aesthetic, I stand there proud. Yep, this is what I decided to wear. And if somebody make a cute comment, remark, I already
Check it
have
at the door.
right.
Check it
Confidence is
at the door.
everything. Confidence in what you present is everything. If I were to show up there tomorrow like this,
Well, wait a minute now, Coco, because okay, you have to prepare people for things like that. You don't just
Wait, my
Oh, no.
turn.
I know.
and they get
That's
mad.
like that's like that show when everybody was taking off a piece of
When
makeup.
you don't allow them that though, when you don't allow them that control, they get offended.
I
wow,
can't.
And I go
wow.
I
hard.
can't.
I go hard. I go hard. Well, I'll be honest. I love my filters. I love everything about it. I think it's one of the
I
best.
love your filters,
I
Coco.
love
I'm
it.
telling you.
It's a great
When
way to
you,
play.
I have a
It's a
question for you,
great way to
Coco.
play.
Coco, I have a question for you.
Hmm.
When you share a picture with other queens,
Uh-huh.
do you only filter yourself or do you filter the other girls too?
It depends on if they need it. I do
Oh,
it. Yeah, sometimes I do it.
Dang.
I've never done it to you, and I've never done it to BB because I don't think y'all need it. You know,
I
I
mean, I
mean,
don't think you
y'all
need it
are
either.
already the brunt of the joke. It's no, it don't. Y'all are already the brunt of the joke, so it's no big deal. I don't need to.
That is so shady.
so can you imagine? It's like, okay, let me just fix my face. This other one can just look.
she,
But
she just
also,
she just
have you
puts a
ever had
shadow.
somebody put you in a picture and they look amazing and they didn't give a damn about how you looked in the picture?
Yeah.
Yes, that's happened.
And you be like,
Okay,
did you see
but
me
I want to
looking
ask you.
over here like this? You didn't care because you look good. Thank God for photo editor, because I'll wipe somebody right out of picture completely.
Well,
You're gone. Poof.
but I want to ask this question though. So, what would be the one thing that no matter what you would have to filter or you have to edit? Maybe not even filter, edit. Like when you look at yourself. Let's be a little bit
BB, you
vain.
first.
Let's
You first.
let's. I think for me, I really think for me it would be my nose.
Slide over, Juju, for a second. Let me see the nose on this picture.
Yeah,
Slide.
you know what I mean. I feel like with my nose
Wait,
because
what do you do with your
I
nose?
like, huh?
What do
Well,
you
I
do
feel
with
like I
your
would
nose?
I would like my nose to be a little bit, just have that little point. Like if you see even the picture that Juju has there. But I also use when I do makeup. Like when I do makeup, I also we all create that illusion with our nose, you know. But so that's the one thing that I would always edit because I like how it looks like on my face once I'm made up. But when I mean, the filter would be great when you're doing a picture, but like on stage, we all know how we contour our nose, our nostrils, and things like that. That would be like. But I like everything. I really like everything on my face. You know, not trying to be vain or sound whatever. I really like my structure of my face. Why? Because I'm already used to how my face looks like. You know, it's so whatever. Like it works for me and my brand. What do you guys like? What would be the one thing you have to edit?
Mine's lighting. Mine is lighting. I actually I don't share things that I don't like. So everything just comes down to like literally the lighting. And if I'm sharing more than one photo in like a carousel, it would have to be consistently kind of the same mood and lighting. And that's it. Cause I don't know. I used to really worry about the way that like my face shape looked, my jaw looked, and my nose looked, and then I just stopped
Yeah,
caring
yeah.
because it's
And
just
because you're beautiful.
Thank
Well,
you.
but also when you use that's the beauty of makeup, right? Because the
Yeah.
makeup really also helps. I mean, we talk about filter online, but I think the beauty of makeup is that it really helps you create whatever shape you want with your face.
Sure.
That and that's where the art is, because then that's why you look at people and be like, "Oh my gosh, look at their
Yeah.
face," because makeup really does all of that, and that's
I
why it's
mean,
always like,
let me be honest though. I also have lip filler and I have a shitload of Botox and I have cheek filler. So
yeah.
like those were parts of my body that I wanted to change for whatever amount of time that it'll last for, and I did it because that's what I wanted for myself, you know. But I like
Mhm.
I never want to not look Asian.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
like
Yeah.
that's because it's a huge thing for me because you know like Corey, you talked about how there's no filters for black people. The only filters for Asian people turn you white.
I was about to say turn you into anime. You're
Yeah,
absolutely correct.
it
Yeah,
like it whitens your skin.
completely.
Creates this really like Caucasian nose. So it makes your eyes blue, you know. And these are
Yep.
all like apps that are out of like China and Japan, so I can't use those,
Mm-hmm.
you
And it's
know.
systematic. It's systematic too. So that's why I mean I'm like, why not just fuck the whole system?
Coco, what's yours that you must edit?
Oh, definitely. I mean, definitely my nose. And here's the thing, because people always say, "Oh, you do we do these things because we don't like ourselves." It's the total opposite.
No,
That's
that's not
a
at all.
lie.
That's
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 dumb.
far from the truth.
Not at
I've
all.
always wanted to get a nose job since high school, like always, but I've never been brave enough to do it because they would have to break it. And even though they would,
Yep.
I just have never been bold enough to do it. I've done what do you call PDO threads, where they actually shoot the threads through your nose and they can actually bring the bridge up like that.
Ooh.
They can bring it up. Oh,
What?
yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's like an instant nose job, and you don't even like you're not. There's no downtime.
Oh, you
Oh,
want my nose,
Yeah,
that
girl? Look at
sounds
it's
this download.
incredible. I love it. I can show. I have a video on my page of when they
Girl,
actually did it to me. So I would
that
get
is
them
nice.
shoes, and I would go back and I'd be like, I want more. I want more. And they've, I have a wonderful nurse here that does me. She's so amazing. But you can shoot them through there and make your nose, bring your nose in and stuff like that. So I've been doing that for a while. But I
Wow.
love it. I mean, I love that. And that's a misconception. We love everything about ourselves. We do. But people have to remember we are creating characters. We're creating characters. We're not
Well, I just playing the devil's advocate. If you love everything about yourself, then why would you want to have the nose job
because it's
or
character.
what or enhance the nose? I'm just that's just me asking,
No,
right?
I love
Like, why
everything.
would you want? Hmm?
Why would I want to?
that,
If I love everything about myself, why would I want to do it?
Yeah.
Because I can.
Okay.
It's a
Because you can. So
because
your response to that is because you can.
because I can. Uh,
Okay.
we are at free will to make every decision in our life that we want to make, and I think people actually go straight to the oh you don't love yourself or you don't this and other because they don't understand they can't comprehend the fact that oh why would you want to do something to yourself, but they do something every day. They go to the store, they decide, oh, I want these shoes. Oh, you want those shoes because your other shoes are not good? No, I just want another pair of shoes. You know what
now,
I mean?
watch
It's like,
this. Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. Now, watch this. On the flip side of that, for me, I am a mom. I've had 5 children. 4 of them were over 10 pounds, over 9 pounds. One of them was almost 11 pounds. I gained over 100 pounds. And even loving me, I still dressed the part. Even at 310 pounds, I was still that girl, but I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like my health was a thing. My knees couldn't carry that weight, baby. Okay? Listen, so for me, the one thing everything that I've ever wanted to change, except for 2 things, I've changed. I had the weight loss surgery. Once I lost the weight, I had the tummy tuck and the lipo, but then my butt was so flat, it looked like Peter Griffin from the Family Guy. I had to go ahead and have a fat transfer so I can get a little bump back there so my back pockets would stop touching and people would stop thinking I was a boy. Um, when my boobs were too big, they were 38 double J. I got a
ooh,
reduction. Um, and the one thing I kept saying was, God, if you really, really love me, you will allow me to get my I want perfect teeth. And so then Cardi B said, got a bag and fix my teeth. Now, Cardi didn't tell me how big that bag had to be. Because, baby, listen, she should have been more specific. I'd have started somewhere different, baby, okay? But everything that I've ever wanted to change, I've changed. Not because I didn't love who I was, but because my body had been through so much over so many periods of time. I wanted to be comfortable. I don't need to be a vixen,
Mhm.
but I definitely need to be comfortable. So if I was going to change anything, I don't like to be without eyebrows and eyelashes, and I just don't grow them. So every filter that I get, it got to have a brow and a lash. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not creating a character, baby. I am the character. Okay. I don't went from fat to
Exactly.
small to round,
Boom.
and that's who it is.
I love
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, that's really, really, that's a beautiful way to say it, because I feel like there's nothing wrong with enhancements, and if it makes you, however it makes you feel. I don't know if I agree with Coco when she says because I can, because there are many things we can that we're not doing.
it.
but that,
Because
but
we
that
have
is
the
you,
choice.
but that is you, right?
Yeah, because
But that is you. But
nobody can tell me. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Nobody can tell me I don't love myself. Nobody. I love myself enough to not even subject myself to people's things that they project on.
Projection of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love myself way too much for that, and I feel
yeah,
like I'm always in control of myself. Now, you know me. I might go overboard sometimes because
right.
I become a control freak. With with who I am. So, that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I can do it. You know.
So, let me ask this question. I'm very curious. Like, if you could remove one filter or Facetune trend from the internet forever, what would it be? If you can just take, like, hey, listen, we're gonna take one out this year. Well, let's not say this year. Let's just say forever. What would it be?
I want to add one though.
Well, no, but I want to know what you're gonna take out first. Queen of filter. Queen of filter.
I wouldn't take out anything. I think people should be able to use whatever. Like, if they come up with a million filters, I think people should be able to do whatever.
No, but if you were asked to take out one forever, which one would it be?
There is one filter that
I need you to take out one, Coco.
there's one filter that's crazy to me. And
Which one, Juju?
I think it's definitely on Instagram, and I think it's considered a beauty filter, but it literally makes everybody look like a Who from Whoville. Like it pinches
Oh, I
your
love that
nose.
one.
You would
You
love that
would.
one.
I love that one. I
It
think
is crazy. It is crazy.
so cute. It's
That
so
one.
cute to me. No, don't get rid of that. Come on now.
Baby, because
You
when they
can't get rid
first
of
started
that.
with
I
the
like that one.
dog filters and the flowers and all, I was like, y'all doing too much. Now, Snapchat has every filter. Don't turn me into a tomato or a cucumber or a
Snapchat is
cat
big.
or an old man. And then the ones that they
I
overdo with the
love
lips
Snapchat.
real big or the eyes real big. I'm like, what? Who are we? What are we doing?
I like that.
I did play
Also,
with the
just
one
take
that
away all
turned me.
the.
I did play with one that turned me into a man. I had a full beard. I had no hair. I was like, oh, I be sexy as hell. Let me go out here and pull some hoes. That's what I'm finna do with my little filter. Yeah, I had a whole little you did.
Yeah, I like that.
Queen of the filter.
I don't.
Which one would you?
I honestly don't think I would get rid of anyone though. I don't.
Okay.
That's a censor to me. What I would add though is, and this will be realistic for people. What I would add is a filter that every time you go to comment on something, a filter pops up and says, "Okay, you sure you want to say that?" Because actually, looking back at your stuff, you might not want to say that to that person because if they come back at you, they're going to say this and the other. So I want a filter that filters people's comments and let them know, okay, you can say that. But when they let you have it, it is what it is.
Well, do we have filters that make people ugly?
Yes.
Oh no, people do that on their own.
Well,
Do they? The world of filters, like, I mean, like, that's what I'm asking. Are there filters that make you like the opposite of being so done?
Yes.
Are there filters that make you like so not done?
Remember the Juju, I know you remember this. Remember the one time It's that magazine out of New York that came to DragCon, and they conned all the girls, asking the girls to
Oh,
come.
I didn't do that.
Let me tell
I-
you how shady that was.
Oh, look at the baby.
Look at the baby, so cute,
Yeah.
No filter.
Baby.
so adorable.
She has
Oh,
no
oh,
filter.
No,
hi, Brookie.
no filter at all.
No
I love it.
filter.
Oh.
You,
Coco, who are you talking about?
Juju, you
This
remember
is
that?
the newest.
I wasn't there for that, but I remember those photos.
And I think that they were trying to. It was one of those moments where they were trying to be derogatory towards drag queens, and I felt like we were all set up to do it.
Oh, I remember when you guys did that photo shoot, right, Coco? It was a photo shoot of a whole bunch of different girls. I don't know if it was a photo shoot.
They looked like mugshots, and they aged everybody about 40 years in the pictures. You remember that? It's the magazine says New York, and
I remember that now. Yeah, I remember.
It was one of the most offensive, shadiest moments, and that's why I will never ever do anything like that again. I thought it was, and nobody ever addressed it. It was rude. It was rude. It was crude. It was just. I'll find it for you and send it to you, BeBe. It was It was not cool.
I'll send it to her right now.
I sent it to her. You got it. You know where it is,
Baby.
Juju. You didn't
So
get.
this is-
They didn't get to it.
I wasn't there for that.
Oh, it was not cute. They had got us together.
Oh, wow.
This is me on grandmother duty. And BeBe, when you kept asking, why are you always in the car? Why are you not? I be hiding, okay? Most of the time I'm hiding from people, and they keep finding me. You see this? 4 months. This is my youngest granddaughter. This is the grand number 3. I'm somebody's grandmother, okay? So this is Honey. Say hi, honey.
She's a cute, honey's a cutie, honey. Just like
She
just
is.
sitting there, honey. Just
Yeah,
sitting there.
she's ready.
Okay. She
Yeah.
ready.
She ready. That's my baby. She knows how to behave, so we can bring her out.
Okay. I wanna ask this question though. Have you ever encountered a Facetune catfish in the wild? Someone who looks like nothing like their filtered images. I want to know. Has anybody like like how you'd be seeing the folks and you see them online and they're like, ooh, and then you see them in person, you're like, oh, absolutely not.
Yes, all the time.
Anybody?
All the
Coco, Juju. Well,
Have I encountered someone that doesn't look like their pictures in person?
yeah. Have you been catfished by someone who doesn't look like that? Like they've used the Facetune and the filters, and then you see them, you're like, nah.
Baby, every drag queen.
Well,
You mean you're not talking about drag?
Because that is so.
we're not talking about
Clark Kent.
drag, Juju.
That's
Oh, you're
Clark
talking about
Kent
just like regular
Superman.
people.
Because I feel like when it comes to drag, I think there's already an expectation that it's gonna I don't think you're gonna be like, oh, I'm talking about real, people who are not in the art form. Because there are plenty who still use all that Facetune and filters who are not in the art form.
Well, it's the opposite. It happens the opposite way though, because sometimes at our meet and greets we meet people, and then when they post the photos with us, it looks completely different, and they're only retouching themselves. So that has happened, and I'm like, wait a minute, I swear you were like in your 40s, and you look like you're 15 in this photo. This is wild. And it's one of those, like, it's that filter. I don't know what app it is, but it's like when people use this specific filter, they look like everybody else that uses that same filter, no matter who they are. I don't know what app it is. I feel like one of the Kardashians used it like when it first came out, and we were all like, oh, she looks so good. But then we realized it was just a filter.
Was it?
I have a friend.
Was it the one on Snapchat? The one that everybody used on Snapchat?
I have no. I don't know. I don't use Snapchat.
I got
I've
a
never
friend
used
I'm a
who
Snapchat.
Facebook girly.
I got a friend who does so much tuning, and every day she posting pictures about how she in the gym and working out, and you see her in person and be like, girl, that is not you. Like that, you are not. Like, even the gym must be photoshopped because, baby, ain't no way. Like, the face is different, the body is different. And it would be okay if you walked in your truth and you wasn't so Debbie down into everybody else. Like, you can't be telling other people the reason that
Mm.
your health is bad because you won't get off the couch. Well, ma'am, if, as long as we got
Like,
the
girl, you
filters
ain't got
that
on the
you
couch.
have,
You press the button.
I don't know what she
Girl,
doing or if she eating while she at the gym. But baby, listen, she looks complete. She looks aged. Like you just said, Juju, be about the person that you meet. Like in the pictures, you
Mm-hmm.
20, but when we go out every week, you 50, but you
I
only
Mm-hmm.
tell people all
45.
the time.
And 50 is okay.
I
Just
tell
stop
people
And
all
not
the
if you
lying
40. You
about
don't need
it.
to look 50 if you 45 though.
I tell people
Okay,
all the
fair.
time though. I may be filtering my pictures, but you're filtering your life. You're filtering
Ooh,
your entire life, baby.
You better eat with that one. I
not
know that's
not
right.
filtered your life,
You filter your
Coco.
The whole life.
whole life is a filter.
Okay, I want to play a game. I want to play a game. All right, Glam Squad, it's time for a little game we call Facetune or Face Card. Is it filter free and fabulous or edited into a new dimension? We're putting your glam radar to the test. Let's play. I'm going to show you a photo and you tell me if it's Facetune or if the celebrity is serving face card. Does that work, people? You got it?
Let's do it.
Okay,
Got
are
it.
you ready?
Yep.
Facetune or face card? Facetune or face card? Okay. Okay, us. Facetune or face card. Picture number one.
Oh, Kylie Jenner. It's Facetune, but
It's
Yeah.
Facetune, but it
her
didn't
face
have to
card
be.
does not decline at all though. In
Yeah, she's
person,
beautiful.
she's stunning. Stunning, stunning.
Okay, so we're saying that's Facetune and not face card.
That's Facetune.
I
It's
think she gives
Facetune.
Facetune and face card because
It's
I feel like when
both.
you
It's
see her in
both.
person,
It's
Yeah.
I think it's both because I think she gives all of that as well
yeah,
too. You know.
she's a beautiful, beautiful girl.
Picture number two. Ooh, that is definitely Facetune.
No,
No.
I'm going with face. No, I don't. No, I think it's face card.
Well,
Well, edited is not Facetune though.
That's
Is not
definitely a face.
No, that's face card. I see exactly what I see here. It might.
let me see. Did y'all do something to this? You know what? I did look like that day.
That's
But
face
it is
card.
it's not it is retouched.
But it's not
Things
face.
are smooth. Things are smoothed out, but the shapes of my face
Edited.
isn't changed.
Mhm.
The hairline is definitely retouched because I didn't glue my wig down that day.
Yeah, because
But Juju, I would say at the end of the day, you always give face card. I feel you know what I mean. I've seen you in person. I feel like you know
you have
you know
structure. Your structure.
it's. I think it's a little here and a little, but you give face card, sweetheart. You do, and I don't say that because you're my sister. You do.
Hands down.
Okay, picture number three. What are we thinking? Ooh, I would say face card.
Of Timothy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean he's just a cute little
Right.
thing.
I would say face card, guys. What do you think?
I think he's gorgeous.
Because I feel like that was on a red carpet or something. Like I feel doesn't mean you cannot retouch. You can put it online, but and I would say face card.
Oh, well, baby, it's a Getty image,
Yeah, it's
Right.
and
face card.
he didn't post it himself, so
Right.
it's a face card.
Right.
I've never
Okay.
seen a good
Picture
Getty
number
image. That's a
3.
good one.
Oh.
But this is when Pamela decided not to wear makeup for a really long time, and this is absolutely face card.
Yeah.
And I
think she's beautiful.
I think she's
Gorgeous.
I think it's beautiful.
She's aged very well. She looks
Yeah.
Yeah.
really beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, picture number 3. Well, I'd say picture number 3. Next picture. Oh,
That's Lil Kim, the Queen Bee.
well, of course we know it's. I mean, that's Facetune, right? That's
Yeah.
filter.
Okay, so
Filter.
this is a testament to what I was saying before. At the end of the day, yes, this is completely Facetune. But we know it's Little Kim. That's
Yeah.
That's what she's always, her boobs are bigger than her weight, her hips are bigger than them. So I don't expect her not to do that. And there's no complaint about that. That's her aesthetic. That's what it's Little Kim, but it's definitely Facetune.
Do you think she gives face card too?
I can't tell in this picture at all.
No, I said in general. Do you think she gives face card?
She's changed a lot over the years, and I think for herself and her self-confidence, I mean, it's a face card. I think.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. Next picture.
Absolutely face card.
Baby.
Natural.
This is a Facetune to the tune of 40 hits. But I will say the titties are real.
Listen.
Baby, let me tell you, I snatched that nose so fierce.
You know, the wires in the background used to be straight too.
The wires are holding the back of my head. I live for my art. I love when I do this kind of stuff. I think it's.
I honestly love when I see your post.
Bitch, I went in. I went way too far, but hey, who cares?
Baby, you had 45 minutes with this picture, baby.
Girl, I was feeling the moment.
You know what, Coco? Live in your purpose. You still give Facetune and face card. All of the above. How about that?
Baby.
We'll give you that.
And Facetune, the Facetune for the picture, the face card for the age. Look, you can see this in that picture, can't you? What's the silence for, ladies?
You know what?
Oh, okay. Facetune, a face card.
I'm not playing this one. I think y'all need to cut this one out. I don't want to be a part of this. Please cut this out.
We'll not do that.
Y'all want to talk about it though?
We're good.
No, go ahead and talk about it.
We're good. We're good.
I don't want them showing up on my yard.
Girl, you don't want a dead chicken showing up on your yard?
No, please. No, please, no.
Okay.
Yo!
All right. Wow.
Who did that?
That's how I be feeling when they be sitting there on the in the judges panel, when they be on the judges panel and we be doing critiques, and Michelle be saying stuff about my makeup. I used to be in my head saying to myself, girl, I wish you would tell that to your friend. But I can't say that.
Okay. Okay, I mean, from soft glam to full-on sapphire face, today we really zoomed in, honey. Filters and Facetune might be fun, but let's not forget real skin still snaps and authenticity never goes out of style. A huge thank you to my fabulous co-host for keeping it cute, and to you, my radiant listeners, whether you edit, enhance, or go full or unfiltered, remember, your beauty isn't in the pixels, it's in your presence. If you love today's episode, make sure to like, review, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear that their real face is just enough. And if everything else fails, just blame the front camera, darling. Until next time, stay flawless, stay fierce, and do it all out of respect, of course. Out of respect for